So that was a wonderful O'Donnell Middle School welcome for our guest of honor today, Mr. Enes Kanter from your Boston Celtics. Welcome. So before we get to our guest of honor, we have a couple of other guests of honor here. I'll introduce one, who will introduce one, who will introduce Enes, and that's how we'll do it. But I want you guys to be thinking of questions that you might have for our guest of honor, because more than just a speech, what Mr. Kanter wants to do today is take questions that you might have on really any topic. So he's a professional basketball player who is now a Boston Celtic. Everyone saw the video this morning about his current situation with Turkey. You could ask questions about that, about his platform, about his freedom is not free theme, which is a theme that is pretty common here at the O'Donnell Middle School. You could talk to him about education in general. What was schooling like for him? What's his favorite subject? You could talk, obviously, about basketball, what practice is like for that. Any question that you want, you could ask. You could talk to him about whether, I don't know, maybe he experienced kids picking on him when he was in school or in middle school. I've often found that when I meet adults and I say to myself, that person probably never got picked on, you never know. You find out that maybe someone did get picked on. So think about those questions, because we'll kind of turn this into a question and answer session afterwards. And then you guys will go back to class, and that's great. And Enes is going to go down to the gym. I'm going to try to do a jump ball with him. I've been practicing all week. I think I can probably win that jump ball. I've been practicing all week. I don't know if did I not say that part? I have been practicing all week. I have my shoes on for jumping. So anyway, before we get to our guest of honor, I want to talk about another couple of guests that we have today. The first one is my boss and your superintendent, Dr. John Marcus.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome, Enes Kanter. Enes, nobody comes to Stoughton without a gift. And we know that sometimes you get thirsty out there on the court. So we want you to have this Black Knight, beautiful mug from us. That's right, once a night, always a night. And now he's one of us. Over the weekend, I got a really nice phone call from somebody who has been a great partner for us in Stoughton to bring good things to us. And he said to me, hey, Dr. Marcus, I have a friend of mine who is a Celtics player, and he would love to come and meet some of the kids in Stoughton. And I said, oh, middle school. Can you come to the middle school? You know, and oh yeah, and we worked it out. And so I'm really grateful, because this is one of probably 3 or 4 times now that I've been given some kind of a great opportunity to work with somebody special, and I really thank our Senator Walter Timilty. So I wanted to introduce you to him and let him say a couple of quick words. So Senator, thank you so much for this opportunity. Senator Timilty.
Thank you very much, Dr. Marcus, and thank you to Sandra Groppi, our school committee chair. A couple of weeks back, I had the privilege of listening to my friend Enes at the State House. And Enes addressed the Massachusetts State Senate, where I work for the town of Stoughton, along with Rep. Kafka and Rep. Galvin, who are here today to greet Enes right out in the parking lot. And I was struck by Enes's courageous efforts to restore democracy and human rights in Stoughton, in Turkey. And I thought to myself, Enes is perfect for the town of Stoughton and perfect for the citizens of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, because we all value here in Stoughton and all across the state of Massachusetts the values of self-respect, of democracy, of freedom, of liberty, of people being able to make their own choices. And I thought to myself, Enes will be perfect to come speak to the children of the towns that I hold near and dear in the district I represent. And Lou Kafka and Bill Galvin are co-hosts today. They were here earlier, as I mentioned. And I asked Enes in the Senate reading room, would you come speak to the children of the towns that I represent? And Enes said, absolutely. I'll do that. I'd love to do it. So here we are today. We have a great human rights activist. Someone, you know him as a basketball player, but he is so much more than a basketball player. He is someone who is a champion of human rights, of self-respect and democracy. And those are values that here in the town of Stoughton and all across Massachusetts we hold very dear. So without any further ado, my friend and your friend, and now Stoughton's own, Enes Kanter.
Okay, I need to adjust this a little bit. You know what? I'm just gonna take it in my hand. That's way better. So, how you guys doing today? How you guys doing today? Well, I just want to say I'm very honored and I'm humbled to be here. It's an amazing opportunity to just come here and just hang out with you guys. And we actually had a game last night in Cleveland. We actually won 4 games in a row. We have not lost yet. So let's go Celtics. So my friend, Mr. Timothy just talk about it. So one of the reasons that I came here was just because of him. So I want to thank him personally. I really, really appreciate it to give me this opportunity to just hang out with hang out with our future. That's what I want to say. So I'm probably sure you guys have a lot of questions for me. Yes. So how about this? We'll just do. I don't want to sit here until 30 minutes and you just gotta listen. How about we just engage? You guys can ask me whatever you guys want to ask me, basketball, on the court, off the court stuff. And then after that, we're gonna take a group picture and I'm gonna post it on my Instagram. Cool? Cool? Alright, perfect. So whoever has a question, just raise hands and we're gonna try to answer. And if you guys want to come here and so everybody can hear the questions, okay? First question.
Do you have any struggles being so tall?
Do I have? Actually, no. Well, sometimes I have to duck every time because I crack my head so many times because I'm like over 6'11". But it's always cool to be tall. It's always cool. I never had any struggle. Let's see. Yes, in the green. Come here, buddy. Don't get nervous.
How were you when you were a little kid?
How was that?
Yeah.
Okay, I was actually a really good student when I was a kid because, for me, the education was, of course, number one thing. I understand basketball is so much fun and NBA is so much fun, but let me ask you this, guys. You're only going to play this sport for so long. So when you retire, what are you going to do? You cannot go home and play Fortnite all day. Am I right? You cannot go home and watch SpongeBob all day. Am I right? So that's why a lot of the superstars, a lot of the Hall of Famers, a lot of the, not just in NBA, any sport, still goes back to their colleges and school trying to finish their school. So when they retire, done with their career, they can have a job. I understand basketball and sport is so important in Celtic, but number one priority should be definitely education. Got it? Perfect. Let's see. Yes, buddy.
When did you start playing basketball?
So I actually wanted to be a soccer player when I was growing up. Yes. Well, because I'm from Turkey, and Turkey is like, soccer is number one sport in my country, and I wanted to be a soccer, and I was too tall and a little too slow, and they would just keep making me a goalie because I was the tallest one in my classroom. So I'm like, you know what, I think I might need to change the sport. So that's why I started playing basketball when I was 14 years old. I actually started very, very late. Good? Let's see. Yes, with the Celtics jersey. Come here, buddy.
transition from Turkey to Massachusetts?
Well, one thing I will say this, guys, you know, of course, first couple months, I had a very hard time because I don't know the language. I remember I came here when I was 17 years old. I didn't know the language, didn't know the culture. I didn't know about American food and everything. So first time, and it was the first time I left my family, and I was 17 years old. So first probably 2 months was very hard. And then I saw people. One thing I love about America, people respect each other. So for me, the most important thing in life is, it doesn't matter what your background is, what your culture, religion is, what your skin color is, what your language is. The most important thing in life is leave your differences on the table and try to find what we have in common. And you know, one thing I saw in America, all my teammates, my coaches, the fans, everybody respect each other and they never judge. So for me, the transition was so easy, and especially you didn't say America, you said Massachusetts. Massachusetts, from the day one, everybody opened their arms, give me a warm welcome. Is one of the best organizations in the whole NBA, and it just the players were so nice. So I definitely had a blast, and I definitely had an amazing time speaking. Got it? Good job, buddy. Let's see. Yes, and Kira right there. Yep.
What size shoes are you?
My shoe size is 17. And I'll tell you one more thing. I had a teammate, his shoe size is 22. His name is Taco. Let's see. Yes, right there. Yep.
How are you so tall?
Wow, that's a very good question. He asked me, did you guys see the question? He said, how am I so tall, right? So, let me give you guys a really good story. Quick story. I remember when I was probably 11, 12 years old, my mom used to always tell me, stay away from the junk food, don't play too much video games, go to sleep early, take a nap, don't drink too much soda, you know, all that stuff, right? I am 27 years old and my NBA coach is still telling me the same thing. So if you want to be successful, if you want to be tall, and if you want to be healthy, first you got to listen to your parents. And second, you're going to listen to your coaches and teachers because they know the best for you. So this is how I'm so tall. I listen to my mom. Let's see. Yes, right there. Who's taller, me or my brother? Well, I'm taller. My brother thinks he's 6'10", he's actually like 6'8", 6'9". I'm around 6'11", so I'm way taller. I'm way taller than my brother. Let's see. Red. Are you a basketball player? Are you a basketball player? I can tell.
Can you sign my water bottle?
Yeah, we'll do it at the end. Let's see, yes. First of all, she got the Chicago Bulls hoodie on. But okay, it's okay. She's our friend.
What is your most points scored in one game?
I was playing with Oklahoma City Thunder. I had Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook was in my team. And we played against Portland. I had 33 points and 20 rebounds. Let's see. Yes, buddy.
You are my hero, and two, did you get the picture I drew?
Oh, that was you? I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see. Yeah, come on. Ready?
What's your highest assist?
My highest assist was last year with the Knicks. It was 7. Good? I need some better questions. Oh, by the way, anything from the teachers? Teachers can ask me questions too. Yes, the teacher. Or yes. Come here, buddy.
What if I said there was a person that was named Isaiah Thomas right in front of me? What if there was a person named Isaiah Thomas right in front of you?
Well, of course, I'll be honored to meet him for sure. That's you? Oh man, thank you. I'm looking anything from the teachers? Anything from the teachers? Teachers are shy. Yes, teacher right there. All right. What was my favorite subject? Well, I would probably say science because I'll probably say science. I love science. Science teacher right there. Oh, right there. I'll probably say science. My favorite subject. Trying to see. Yes, buddy. Well, season hasn't started yet, but my last year's average was around 14 points and almost 10 rebounds. So almost double-double. Let's see. Oh, 5 more questions. Let's go. 5 more questions. Yes. You are all ready to play basketball, and you got a short at number 11, huh? My man, good job. Yeah, okay. I don't want to see, we don't want to see the name. Okay.
In your opinion, who's the hardest person to guard in the league?
Very tough question. Who is the hardest person to guard in the league? I'll probably say James Harden. James Harden's pretty tough. Well, refs don't call it. Refs don't call it. Let's get 4 more questions. Let's see. All right, come on. Yeah. Yes.
Are you friends with Tucker Carlson?
That's it? We'll sign your shirt, yes. Yes, the guy that's jumping all the way in the back. Come on, buddy.
To change teams?
What do you like to change teams? I mean, it's not tough because like I said, all the coaches and the players are respected, and it's always fun to just go to a different team, meet with some new people, and new coaches and new players. I mean, that was one of the biggest reasons that I came here because of the organization. Obviously, is one of the best young talents living in the league. I feel like we have something special. I feel like we can beat every team on every floor. Yeah. Good? Yes.
Hi, Enes. I have a question. It's a little deep, but so one of the things that we do here at OMS is we try to impress upon the kids the freedoms that they have in this community, in this country, that not everyone in the world has. And I know that you come from Turkey, and you are now in America. Do you think that you could share with the students some of those sort of amazing freedoms that they have as U.S. citizens that maybe not everyone in the world has?
Yeah, let me just tell you this first. You guys should definitely feel blessed to be in this country, be in this environment. Because not many people in the world guys have what you guys have. So don't take it for granted for sure. So you know, when you say freedom, it's so important because in America there is freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of expression. But when you go to some other countries, especially, I mean, my country, Turkey, we really don't have that. You know, when you talk against the government or against the regime, they can put you in jails. They can put you in jail. So I think for me, it's very important to come here and to talk to you guys about how important the freedom is, how important the freedom of religion and the expression is. Because, I mean, you guys live in an amazing country. So, I mean, people around you guys are just very well respected. So always try to respect them back. Because, like I said again, I did not grow up having that in my country. You know, it's like you always have to be like scared to talk about some of the issues going on. You know, because if you say something, then they might put you or your family in jails in my country. So that's why just always stand up for what you believe. Always stand up for what's right, and you know, it's very, very important to just, because it's bigger than, to me, it's bigger than myself, bigger than basketball, bigger than NBA, to go out there and just stand up for what's right. And what I'm trying to do is, you know, just with democracy, justice, and human rights, for sure.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
You still get 2 more questions, guys. Enes, what reforms do you hope to see enacted in your homeland of Turkey?
So, I have a voice. You know, I'm a basketball player. I'm playing in the NBA, and I have a voice. So that's why I'm trying to use this voice to be voice of all those innocent people who don't have one. So that's why I think it's very important to just go out there and use this voice and use this as a platform. Because I mean, I hope one day you guys are gonna become very successful of what you guys do. So that's why you can use this for a platform, because a lot of people are going to idolize you guys. So every step you do is actually a very big responsibility on your shoulders. So every step you take, every breath you take, just know that a lot of people are following your footsteps. So it's very, very important. Yes, buddy. Yep.
Food to eat.
My favorite food to eat. So I actually try to eat very, very clean. So I'll probably say I really like seafoods a lot. So I'll probably say like a salmon or tuna. Good? Let's get one more question. All right, the guy in the blue all the way in the back is jumping. Yep, come here, buddy.
Who's your favorite team? Who was your favorite teammate in the NBA?
So I'm not gonna count Celtics because I play for the Celtics, so it will not be fair. But if I don't count the Celtics, my probably favorite teammate, I got 2. I got Steven Adams and Russell Westbrook. One of the reasons that I like Russell Westbrook a lot, because he makes himself better and he makes everybody else better around him. That's what makes him really special. You know, you guys always hear about the triple doubles and all the records that he breaks and everything, but he's actually a very good teammate on and off the court. He's a good locker room guy. When the things are going wrong, he always brings positive energy. He's the glue guy. So I understand you guys always see like the on the court stuff, but he's bigger than that. So that's why he's definitely one of my favorite players on and off the court. Good? Yes. I'll do it in the end, for sure. The picture? Video? Yeah, for sure. So, fellas, We are gonna take a video, actually, and I'm gonna post it on my Instagram. But you guys have to be very, very loud. You're gonna say Celtics on 3, and everybody gonna say Celtics, okay? All right?
We want to call our special guest, Enes Kanter, back up to the podium. We have one more gift for you. Enes, so come on up. Senator Tumilty, come up. Superintendent Marcus, as they come up, we can definitely thank them for coming. Give them a round of applause. Stay in your seats. Stay in your seats, guys. Okay? We have a Stoughton Black Knights hat for Enes, his last gift. Sixth graders, thank you for showing your hospitality. You're gonna sit tight, and your teachers are gonna bring you back to class table by table. One more round of applause for Enes Kanter, everybody.
All right.